Okay, come. Yeah, we have to record this. Okay, yeah. Again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you once again for coming to our weekly farming talk. Okay, I must count already. This is actually our number what a week of talk. Yeah, I think I must go and count it. Yeah, but of course today I'm so happy and so privileged to have Mr. Tan to join us. I mean, a very professional. We are just a mature. Okay, yeah. So I really look forward to his talk. So just allow me to just talk a little about what we do as a Yayasan Persatuan Keluarga Holistic Malaysia right? So we are a foundation where we set up to educate, to equip. That's why we run a lot of talks. Okay. Of course, empower in the sense that, okay, we sometimes have a workshop, okay, just like previously we have, Mr. Stephen conducting the Bokashi workshop, okay, right? Of course, we also want to arrange and engage with individuals, of course, in other aspects. We have three initiatives which allow me to just share with those people who perhaps come for the first time, yeah, so that we can really, again, for those who have heard many times, never mind, I hope that you can hear it again and again, so that you be our Sahaba and advocate. So we don't really call yourself a member, but we call you as our Sahaba and our advocate, right? So we call ourselves a holistic because we want to really look into the aspects of mental, emotion, social, physical, and spiritual well-being. In fact, just now, I just came back from actually a lit club, because meeting a client who really need help in the sense, okay, right? Yeah, I know, you may say Sunday, how come go to see client? Because you see, I always treat my clients as my friends, you see. Yeah, they're all my friend already. So when they need help, I just go and just see and see what I can do. And in fact, she was saying about, holistic, someone, I mean, you can do well in your business and all that, but, the holistic aspect of a person must be taken care of. That's the reason why, we call this association a holistic family association, because we just not want to talk about, later on we see the initiative, but, every aspect of a life, okay, holistically must be looked into, right? So that's why, of course, this is actually the Malay version, but the English version actually WFA, Holistic Family Association, Yayasan WFA, aims to help individuals to rise above all situations and challenges, from sponsorships and donations from individuals. Of course, we hope that, we are able to carry.
Sorry, I was cooking, preparing to cook dinner. I was at dinner 6 o'clock, Emma.
Yeah, can we everyone chill, try to mute everyone. Okay, yeah. So this is our first initiative. Our first initiative is actually giving voice. Okay, why we talk about giving voice? Because perhaps just want to tell a little of how this Yayasan comes about. Of course, actually started by us lawyers, where we see the needs to really have the need to actually help young people to speak properly, and of course, not only just speak public speaking, but the debating skills as well, so that they are able to reason out things. Okay, right? So that's the first part. And of course, subsequently, when clients come to us with a marriage problem, we do not want to just do divorce and all that. That's not the answer. We believe that there are other ways and means, okay, to help the family, and hence want to engage counselors. That's why this is actually our very first initiative and why we start this WFA in the first place. Okay, so I'm quite glad. Okay, in fact, right now, all kinds of us who come for actually, so to speak, all this divorce matter, they know that, okay, they need to go for some counseling, which I'm glad we do have a pool of counselors right now who are really giving a counseling free of charge. So if you know anyone, please do not just send them for divorce, okay, right now. Let us know, okay, where we really want to give this kind of free counseling for them, yeah? Okay, that's our first initiative. Our second initiative is in a support, okay, for entrepreneurs. Now, we are very, very focused. We just want to do it and support for entrepreneurs because we feel that not many NGO out there are doing this, okay? There may be 1,001 people just to hand out, okay, right now. But, okay, again, this one stems from our experience where clients sometimes do come to us where they do have problem in the sense that, they may be served with bankruptcy notice or winding up notice. Okay, there's just no means to actually pay. But how doesn't mean that we just see them, being bankrupt or being, wound up. Right now, that's why we really want to have a fund where if really can, we want to help them. Okay, that's why we work closely with IEN, where we know that legally we can just help them perhaps just to like delay the matter in court because they memang hutang to the bank, right? So we can delay, but meanwhile we see what we can do. IEN coming to help them to market their goods or their products or their services to see, you know, to raise funds for them and see how they can actually go through these challenges. Because remember, our aim to really help everyone rise above all challenges, yeah, but more to just entrepreneurs. Okay, we are focused on that. Okay, right now. The third one is where we are today. Why today we are here? Okay, yeah, because of this third initiative, which just actually happened in the year 2020. Yeah, because we see the needs that, okay, because of the COVID, because of the pandemic, okay, food source may be questionable and also the sustainability may not be there. So that's why we thought, okay, why not we look into this as well? And of course, clients come sometimes always, you know, because people, you know, sometimes we do project because of people. Like right now, we may have another project where we want to help the kindergarten. Is it because as people come, we see the needs, we find it viable to pick up this project, we will do it. Okay, right? So that time we have a client who, actually, I'm quite glad, okay, he actually come up with this data for us because we are their retained lawyer. So of course we do agreements for them. But when I look at this data, that really again caught my attention. I say, oh, look, you know, our Malaysia has been importing, okay, food from overseas. I mean, we are relying on other countries. And when COVID hit, frankly speaking, I don't know whether you all heard that announcement, okay, in early 2020, when, you know, the whole country, or rather the whole world, okay, right now, so to speak, you know, suffer from this, right? You know, China actually made an announcement, okay, they really stopped their food exporting. Thailand also stopped their food exporting for a while because they must take care of their own citizens, okay, right now. And there we are, okay, right now, our rice is still importing from Thailand, right now. So you see, these are the things that now, you know, that as I say, caught my attention that we got to do something, right now, because we rely on food import so heavily, you see. This year, present is 77 billion from 45.4 billion in 2015. Now it's 2021, already rose up to 77 billion, okay, right now of food import. So that's also why you and I need to do something, and that's why, you know, I, weekly without fail, really hold this farming talk in the hope and with the aim. That's why you are our sahabat and advocate to really tell our neighbors, to tell everyone to really work at your own garden, be it just a balcony, be it just a small land, you know, a big land, or even you have a bungalow. Sometimes you may not even use it for plants that is edible. Okay, you may, you know, yeah, very nice landscape, no? But I hope that this will spur you to think of really planting something for food as well, because you are talking about food sustainability here. Can you see that, right? So of course, this is the reason why we are not really doing so much community farming as yet, but because I want to reach my goal. So to me, I'm very focused, okay? Our aim and goal now is that everyone can farm. So let us equip one another so that everyone can farm. Can you see that, right? So this is actually our objective. Yeah? So hydroponics, okay, according to my client here, okay, he gave me all this slide, okay? It's really no good because so I thought I just have a duty to make it aware, okay? Let people aware. That's why I put this slide, you know, as the introductory slide, okay, for farming, to make sure you go back to the soil, go back to the life, okay? Go for a really soil kind of planting or organic. You know, it may not be organic, but at least natural. Okay, right now use soil and don't use just water, because water on its own cannot grow. They put in a lot of chemicals. Okay, right now. So this, I think, of course, you know, what my clients are doing. Okay, right, still using soil. Okay, you know, that's why I find it very good for those who are busy. Okay, still that's why everyone can farm, because you see, you just put here is all this auto fertilizing, auto watering, okay, right now, but can see it's using soil. That's why I want to advocate that. Yeah, okay. So those who actually want this greenhouse, okay, can of course let this person know. Okay, right? Yeah, and here we are. Our goal in this third initiative of WFA is to make sure that everyone can farm. Can you see, right? That's why today we are here. Okay, we want to learn, okay, from as many people as possible, so that, okay, right now, together, yeah, together, we can really ensure every Malaysian, everyone, every family can farm, yeah. So that is the reason why today we are making your Sunday, and of course also making my Sunday as well, making sure that, you know, I'm back here to make sure we run this farming talk, yeah, every Sunday from 5 to 6:30. Yeah. Okay. So hopefully, yeah, we really can stop shy at 6:30 because we do not want to hold up our speaker as well. Yeah. Today. Yeah, I'm so glad. Okay, let me really introduce Mr. Tan. Okay, right now, I am so proud of him because okay, right now, he's a engineer by profession, but yet he has really had this heart, a passion to do farming, and of course now started this association called Natural Farming Association Malaysia. Of course, the association live up to its name. Definitely, okay, the association advocate natural farming, no toxic chemical, no pesticide, right? He really want to make sure his members, okay, right, not practicing natural farming, okay? So that's why NFAM, okay, is a platform for experienced farmers, okay, right, and academia on all this natural farming. He's very much sought after speaker, and of course, even has been invited to speak at the Citizens Farm in Singapore. Right, so therefore we are very privileged. As I say, his time, of course, is very precious. Okay, so today, yeah, let us all now, at least, if you can switch on your mic, your video for a while, and give our clap to him and really welcome our Mr. Tan Hong Boon. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's also good. All of us on the video because always at the end, some have left, so why not? Okay, now today we have 100 people. Of course, it's live stream, so just say any of a friend cannot log in, don't worry, go to our YouTube. We have our WFA YouTube and watch it. Okay, right? So yeah, let's take a photo first, yeah, and not the end. Yeah, let's take a photo first. Okay, come, show all your pretty handsome face. Yeah, come, yeah. Okay, really good. So that we can see sometimes we can just see name. It's good to put the face to the name. Yeah. Okay, come. Let's. I'll take the photo. Yeah. I count 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. One more. 1, 2, 3. The page people also switch on. Yeah. Switch on your video. 1, 2, 3. And one more, 4 page. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, so the floor is yours, Mr. Tan. Let me share screen for you.
Mr. Tan, your mic is muted.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can, okay, thank you. Yeah. Okay, so I'm the engineer by profession, graduated from NTU Singapore. Currently holding the chairman post, Natural Farming Association. And we are also a collaborative partner appointed by the government, KTKT, for community farming. Even though Natural Farming Association only registered last year, 2020, we are quite honored to be recognized by the government to take part in their policy in helping out communities in community farming. Yeah, thank you. Next slide. Yeah, so today what I'll do is I'll give a brief introduction to NFAM and natural farming concept. And then our topic for today is actually chili, how to plant chili without using a toxic chemical. Okay, from germination to its growing transplanting process up to harvest. Okay, then we will conclude from there. Right, next slide. So natural farming, so this is a certificate given by the Ministry of Housing, KTKT, as a collaborative partner for their community farming projects. Okay. We also work in tandem with other NGO like SRIMA, Seeds Malaysia, and others to help out those people who are interested to promote and to cultivate sustainable farming in this area. Okay, next. These are some pictures of some of our members. I'm one of the founding member, but I'm not the only one. Okay, there is actually a big group of people that is having the same vision and same interest to come together and to promote natural farming to the community. Okay, so I am just one of them. Right, next. Okay, so natural farming. So when we talk about natural farming, so our idea is that we don't use commercial NPK fertilizer. That means we don't import of depend on import of these commercial fertilizer. Just in case when if the country cannot bring in fertilizer from overseas, at least our local people can still grow food. That is the whole idea. And also this commercial NPK, because of its high concentration, it has an effect on the subsoil biolife. So that's why it is not encouraged. Because no toxic herbicide. Herbicide is to kill the weeds. So we don't want when the touching and the soil microbes and the fungi all to die. We don't want the soil to be killed by all these toxic chemicals. Next is no toxic fungicide, and no toxic pesticide. So all these items, what they do is that they kill the soil, kill the subsoil biolife. When the subsoil biolife is dead, so actually the plant goes into what they call it, a malnutrition stage. The digestive system of a plant is very much like our human digestive system. We need the microbes to help us to digest our food. Right? We can eat, but we need a microbe to break it down so that our body can absorb the nutrients. The plants also at the root level, they behave the same way. They need the interaction of the bacteria, the soil bacteria, and they need the fungi and all the other soil microbes to break down all the plant matter, the organic matter, and so on, and the soil matter, so that there is that interaction, so that enables the roots to absorb the nutrient and the fertilizer for its needs. So when you kill the subsoil biolife, it's like a human being, you put the what they call the antibiotic into our stomach, then you go into a malnutrition stage, you see, indigestion stage. So the plants behave like that also. When you spray herbicide, the roots are kena, and also the roots will die back, the subsoil biolife will be killed, and so the plant will go into a shock malnutrition stage. So which reduce the health of the plant. Right? It hurts the plant and it pollutes the air, pollutes the food also. Okay, next. Yeah, so natural farming is eco-friendly lah. Okay, so we want the soil to be alive. We want the environment to be clean in the sense that without all the toxic chemicals around. Next. Okay, yeah, okay. So we know that from our experience, we can grow healthy plants and healthy vegetables without using any of these toxic chemicals. Next. Yeah, okay, one more. Yeah, before this, yeah. So these are some of the vegetables that we can grow using natural farming concept. Okay, next. So we have more or less covered this. So healthy vegetables, healthy soil will lead to healthy people, right? So we don't want to consume food that is with residual toxic chemicals.
We cannot hear you already, Mr. Tan. Mr. Tan, we cannot hear you already.
It's muted. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
can. I got to watch whether sometimes it enter into the mute stage. Okay, our topic for today is this chili lah. Okay, so we can grow a lot of food using natural farming. Even can grow banana. Okay, right. Next. So chili is one of the more difficult plants to grow. Right. It's one of the one that is have a lot of problem because it is very sensitive. Right. A lot of people hello, yes, Ken. Okay. So starting out with the germination. So to germinate the chili seeds, right? To germinate the chili seed, you soak the seeds overnight first, and then you put them in the germination tray. Okay, and with the potting mix, in a pot for germination, you don't want too much of compost. You don't want too much of decomposing bacteria, which can sometimes interfere with the roots. What do you call that? Roots progression. You just want something plain. Sometimes you can just put sand and then let it germinate from there. Okay. And for germination, better put it under the rain shelter. Don't put it out in open. So when you just now like a heavy thunderstorm like that, I think all kelam kabut already. All the seedlings will turn topsy turvy. So one of the very important element to watch is rain shelter. Okay, put it under the carports lah or the balcony area lah. Okay, don't let the raindrops hit onto the seedling because the raindrops can turn the thing upside down. Okay, once you get uprooted, then the whole batch can get damaged. Okay, next slide. So that is germination. So after you germinate, okay, the seed already. So you want to put them into a small pot. Okay, maybe a 4-inch pot, 4-inch pot. Okay, this particular pot that you put in, of course, this is where you put in your compost and mix with some sand and some garden soil so that you get a good mix. This mix, make sure that it is aerated. Okay, that means air can go in. You don't want to use, say, a red earth. You don't want to use too much of clay, right? Which becomes too soggy or the air cannot go in. You want something that is a bit loose, easy for the roots to take hold and to grow from there. Okay, and you don't want to overwater because if you overwater roots after you can get rot, right? Roots rot. And you fertilize very lightly lah. Okay, and this one also for from germination to the seedling, you also want to put them under rain shelter. Don't put them out straight into the garden. Okay, chances that it may not survive for this the harsh condition when you kena the rain and the sun, the seedlings may not survive. Okay, so we want to protect them. Just some what they call it, some indirect sunlight will do lah for the meantime. Okay, you can give them some what they call it, liquid fertilizer, very light one. Right? You can make some organic liquid fertilizer by just soaking some beans. And use the beans, the water from the beans to water the just a little bit lah. Just put one spoon to 1 cup of water. You want to water the seedling with 1 cup. I just put 1 spoon of the water that you soak the beans that you soak in the water and leave it for 2-3 days. The beans soak in water, leave it for 2-3 days. So that one is actually very rich in nitrogen. Okay, so you get that one. You just use 1 spoon, you put in 1 cup of water, and you use that one to water your seedlings. Okay, so these seedlings, you want to keep them for about 1 month. Right? keep them about 1 month before you put them out into a what they call it, the garden, or put them in the big pot. Okay, so this one need extra care at this point in time. Next slide. Next slide. Yeah. So chili, we notice that certain soil is not suitable for planting chili. If you got a very clay kind of soil, clay soil tends to have a problem of air aeration. The roots don't get aeration. Or when you wet, you water it already, it collect too much of water, so prone to root rot and poor aeration problem. Okay, red earth. Problem with red earth is iron content. Iron content interferes with the nitrogen uptake. So if there's too much of iron inside the soil, tendency is that the plant will turn yellowish because it find it very hard to take in the nitrogen. Okay, that's why we want to avoid those red earth or the yellow earth. Right. Unfortunately, these are the kind of the soil. If you go to the nursery, you say I want to buy topsoil, they give you this type. Yeah, but actually this is not suited. If you want to use and you have to use, you got no choice. You better add some sand to it, to reduce the problem. Right. And then when you plant, right, remember not to create a depression. Not to create a depression in your pot. Okay? We don't want water to be ponding on the main stem, around the main stem. Okay, you can fill up a little bit, make a mound, let the water drip away, but you don't inverse it. Don't create a depression right where you plant the thing, right? And that will cause a lot of a rooting problem or rotting problem, right? And the fungus attack problem. And then you also don't want to have acidic swamp kind of problem. If you are a swampy area, the water from the swamp is quite high in acidity. So this is not suited for chili also. Right? So these are the few things to bear in mind. Okay. So if these things are not suitable, then what is suitable kind of soil for chili planting? Chili, they like sandy, because the roots, they want to travel, and also they want air. They need a lot of air. Okay, so chili, humus, they like a lot of these fertilizer. Humus is this organic matter which has been decomposed. We call humus. Okay, or sometimes we call compost. So well drained is a very important point. Okay, if you're going to plant in the garden, don't go and choose somewhere that after heavy rain, always pond water one. Right. So likely your chili won't do well or just struggling to survive only. So remember, you must, where you plant, it must be well drained. Then chili also actually quite like garden soil because it has a good mix of soil bacteria and soil microbes. Right. And usually garden soil, each garden soil, is usually dark in color, either dark brown or a bit of blackish. The top layer there, then those are the things that's very good. Then one item here is biochar. What is a biochar? Biochar is actually charcoal. Charcoal. Wood char. You burn wood. If you burn, when you burn wood, you get charcoal. So this charcoal has a lot of tiny holes, and it's very good for housing the microbial life in the soil. Okay, because we say that for the plant, they need a microbe for digestion. So the more microbes they have, around the plant, the better health the plant will get. Okay, so this is one way to house the host of the microbes as a host, as housing for the microbes using biochar. At the same time, biochar also helps in the aeration, and biochar helps to store essential nutrients from being washed away by water. Okay. So next one is the compost. Compost is a supply of organic matter to feed the plant. Okay. Next. Okay, chili plant. Why a lot of people they plant chili and they say, hey, how come my chili the leaves all dry up like that? Doesn't seem want to grow properly. So one of the big problem is that this chili plant they are very sensitive. I call it the lady character or feminine character. Okay, in contrast to a male character. Ladies usually when they go out to under the hot sun, they will carry an umbrella, right, to protect themselves because a bit sensitive to heat. Whereas the guy just don't care, he just walk around, right? So this kind of plant exhibit this characteristic. If you put the chili plant out in the hot sun, morning to evening, you will suffer the heat stress. You cannot tahan one. That is the reason why when you get heated from afternoon to late to evening, that period, right, the photosynthesis will stop because it is suffering heat stress. Chili, if you see carefully, is a kind of bush plant. And bush plant is a bit of what they call shady. It likes shady area. Okay, so we have to give it a partial shading. Right. We need to give it a partial shading. So how to give it a partial shading? So choice of where you want to put your chili plant is very important. Right. So where you want to put your chili plant? So if you look around, first thing you have to see where is the sun's direction. Okay. First thing before planting the chili out in the garden, determine where is the direction of the sun. The east-west, right? Sun comes out in the east, and it sets in the west. Okay, and you see where is the sunlight coming? Is your house facing north south or is it facing east west? If your house is facing the uh, east west, then one side you get morning sun and the back side you get evening sun. Okay, it's fine. Either one of these is okay because you get half day sunlight. Okay, what you don't want is you put it in the garden on the cup in the driveway there, and it gets from morning to evening. Plus the cement, the cement or the tile driveway, right, absorb the heat. The temperature will increase even more, make it even worse. Okay, so you must consider the surrounding temperature and also the direct temperature as well, right? So this, if you take care of this, I think the chances of the chili doing well is really 70-80%. You take note of this one, is very important. 70-80% really can be successful already. Right? Why most of the chili plant fail is because of this heat stress. Okay. So well drained, we're covered. Does not tolerate wet ground, we're covered. Okay. Now chili plant, what is the size of a chili plant? A fully matured chili plant, a big one can have up to about 4 feet wide, 4 feet wide and 4 feet high. Right, and the roots can extend about 1 meter over. Right. So if you can imagine, that is the normal size of a fully matured chili plant, it can grow to that capacity. Right. So if you put your chili plant in a small pot, right? If you put a chili plant, say in a 4-inch pot, which you put your seedling that one, how much can the plant grow? How big can the plant grow? And how much chili can it give you? Not much. Okay, it can give you 1 or 2 chili. After that, it die off already because why? It exhausted its essential nutrient, and the root also no more space. Right. So if you give it what they call it, a big pot, 2 feet pot, then the chances of it getting bigger will be much better because it got more supply of nutrient. Okay, so we want to give it to explore the capacity of the chili plant. Give it the biggest pot possible lah. It can give it a 1 meter pot, and you really get super size chili. Okay. So next one, we find that chili, right? For chili, when they come to fruiting time, they need a lot of these mineral fertilizer like this K, potassium, and also calcium. Okay, so it's a heavy feeder, and so this is one aspect. A lot of people very stingy on fertilizer for chili. So they get a few chili after that, then the chili plant will die off already because it cannot sustain it. Next.
Mr. Tan, we lost your sound.
Huh?
Can't hear you.
You cannot hear me. Since
Okay, now it's okay. Now we can hear.
Yeah.
It lost it for a while just now.
Where's the screen?
Miss Esther? Oh, I think Miss Esther disconnected.
Yeah, Esther is disconnected.
Oh, no, wait, let me.
Yeah, Esther is disconnected. Sorry for the interruption. You got to wait for Esther to be reconnected. So in TV they say siaran tergendala sebentar.
Hi, Ong Boon, Richard here.
Hi Richard. Hi, hello. Where's Esther? Is she connected?
But I can hear you, Ong Boon. I can hear you,
Can hear. So now I'm waiting for Esther to have the screen back, the slides.
Actually, people are already posting questions to you already on why the chilies are not doing well. how to grow better chilies?
That one we will take all this question and go through in the Q&A session after I finish my talk. After I finish my talk, then we have the Q&A.
Miss Esther is coming back in. Her laptop battery ran out.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Okay, yeah, already you're coming. You're connecting already, right?
Sound system okay, yeah? So from observation, the main problem is the heat stress. That's why many fail to understand that this chili, the sensitivity comes from its ability or inability to tolerate heat above a certain level. And it's very tricky because even among the organic farmers, I mean, organic farming has been here for 30 years in Malaysia. Right. So most of the friends that we know, they are doing organic farming. We don't hear of them planting chili for sale. And even if you go on the what they call that, internet, you hardly find organic chili for sale. It's one of because of this particular difficulty of growing chili and getting it to harvest. So this is one of the reasons why I spent some time to study the flower, to grow them in a different condition and to see how they actually behave under the sun, under the shade, under partial sun, partial shading.
I'm so sorry, yeah.
Okay, you're back. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Yeah.
You
got to put back the slide in. Yeah.
Hold on, hold on.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
It's okay, it's okay.
Cutting already. Hold on. I got to go to machine. Hold on. You can continue, Mr. Tan. Nama, you just continue first. Coming.
Yeah, I need the slide to guide. Yeah.
Sorry. Coming.
Yeah.
Coming. Okay. Yeah. Technical thing. Hold on. Hold on.
Meanwhile, can ask a question, you know. Because our chili is so hot, how to finish eating, man? Usually I give it away.
What is it?
You know, I talk about chili. Chili is so hot to eat, you know. So if you grow and the whole tree produce a lot of chili, how to finish eating or impossible. So we give it away. The chili.
Give it away give to a neighbor Goodwill.
Okay, Mr. Tan.
Okay. Okay. This slide. Okay, good. All right. So So one of the way to fertilize is to plant long beans together with it. Okay. Now, long beans is a legume, and legume are the kind of plant that takes nitrogen from the air and send it down to the roots to give to other plants. Okay, they take nitrogen from the air, so they are fertilizer plants, fertilizer making plants to make fertilizer for other plants. So this is a very useful knowledge. This is a very useful knowledge that we can use to help us to fertilize our other vegetable plants. So I tried growing long beans beside chili. So when the long beans is growing, I want it provides shade from the sun. Chili, these long beans you can put outside, kena the sun, no problem, right? But chili, you got to put it to give some form of shade. So long beans will give the nitrogen fertilizer to the chili plant. Okay, so the chili plant will every day will receive fertilizer. So this is a very useful combination concept lah. Okay, next. Yeah, you can grow groundnut near chili plant also. Okay, so shelter. Just now we talked about chili being a what they call the lady character. Okay, so out in the open, you got no choice. You got no shelter out in the open. This is what we can do lah. We build some shelter, some bamboo shelter structure. We put some grass over to reduce the heat, to reduce the sunlight exposure on the chili, so that the chili can grow and can be green lah. Right. And outside this, we also put some chili plant. But outside the chili plant, plant long time, still very small, cannot cari makan, you know. So we see the difference. Why the chili plant can grow nicely and why the other one cannot. Right. So having make all this kind of experiment, that's why I come to this conclusion. But unless you do a drip irrigation drip system, continuous those drip system, those are different because the continuous drip water will sustain the what they call it, to reduce the effect of the heat stress from the sun. Okay, so that one is a different system altogether. So we are talking about soil system. Soil system is still need all this kind of structure to cool down, to reduce the temperature for the chili. Next slide. Yeah. Next slide. Yeah. Next slide. Yeah. Chili fertilizer. Okay. Now, chili fertilizer, when it's a growing stage, so you want a lot of green, so you want a lot of nitrogen. At the same time, you want to grow roots and you want to grow branches. Roots, all these, the cells of the plant, they need phosphorus for photosynthesis, right? So the P, the P phosphate, phosphorus, and the branches. Okay. The next one, when it comes to the flowering stage, they need the potassium K lah. So when it comes to fruiting, then they need the what they call it, a lot of calcium to make the chili skin to be strong and nice lah, and for the fruit to hold. So if don't have enough potassium and don't have enough calcium, then your fruit won't jadi lah. Just now somebody asking why my chili plant got no fruit. It's probably because of this lah. Don't have enough calcium and don't have enough potassium. Okay, when you don't have enough of this, then the flower drop lah. And don't have enough calcium, like a bone, like a bone. Calcium is like a bone of the human body. It gives the solidity and the structure. Right. So we will need to give them calcium. So so where to get all this fertilizer? Next slide. Okay, biochar is a burnt wood. Just now we talk about biochar. Biochar, you burn the wood. You a lot of gardening. You do the trimming. You trim the old tree, the wood, So you get a lot of waste food. Normally you ask the bandaraya to come and take it away. Right. So what we can do is that we can recycle some of these. Okay. And this woody material, we cannot compose wood material, but we can turn them to become biochar or charcoal, or if we burn further, it becomes ashes. Right. Now, next slide. Okay. Legume fertilizing. So this one we cover already. Next slide. Next.
This is the one.
Next.
Is it okay? Next, is it? Next, huh?
Next. Okay. Okay. This one, magic water. Hey, wait, the yellow one.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, down one. Okay, the yellow one. Okay. Now look at this. These are beans. Okay, these are the bigger beans, something like what we call the velvet beans. Of course, you can use any other beans you want. You soak them in water. Okay. Now beans are very high in protein. Okay, beans are very high in protein. Protein has amino acid. Amino acid, it has high content of ammonia, okay, or nitrogen. So when you soak it, it breaks down. You will give back the nitrogen back in the water, and so this will become a nitrogen-rich water, nitrogen-rich fertilizer. Okay, so how to use this one? One uh, 1 liter of water, 1 liter of water, something like maybe 10 ml only lah. One cap of this, one small cap, 10 ml to 1 liter of water. So that is the ratio. Don't put too thick, you can kill the plant. Okay. So when you water your this chili plant every day, you just put one cap, 10 ml to 1 liter of your watering can, and use that one to water your chili. Okay, it will give a very good green leaf and so on.
Is that fun? Can you hear you? Is it fun?
Yeah, I can hear you. My computer one got cut off.
Oh. Because of the rain.
Oh dear. My computer one got cut off.
I see. That's what just
Meeting
now happened.
ID. What's the meeting ID?
All right. Can hear you? Can hear?
You can hear.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So use that one to water it, so that one will give you the nitrogen. Right. And the next one is this water. This one is ashes. Okay, you burn the wood, you get the ashes. From the ashes there, what you do is that
Mr. Tan, can I hear already, Mr. Tan?
cannot hear. Can you hear?
Now can.
Yeah. So when you burn the wood, you get ashes. So ashes you soak in the water like this. So the same thing. So for your 1 liter of the watering can water, you use a 10 ml of this and 10 ml of the beans water. Okay. So nitrogen and ashes. Now the ashes is actually the mineral in the plant. Okay. Ashes has a very high content of calcium. They got 30% calcium. It has this about 5% of potassium and about 1% of phosphate. Okay, about 1% of phosphate. Yeah. So the ratio of these minerals or this fertilizer from the S is actually the ratio as per nature. Usually, if buy commercial fertilizer, you get the 15, 15, 15 or 12, 12, 12 or that kind of thing, right? That means that they put equal concentration, nitrogen 15, phosphorus 15, and potassium 15. But this particular ratio of the mix is not actually found in nature. Right? So from a plant, a tree, a wood, you burn it, you get the ashes, you get actually the natural mix, the natural ratio of this. You get 30% calcium. Actually, they need more calcium 30 times than phosphorus. So actually, you should give more, what they call it, pay attention to calcium more than phosphorus in that sense. Right. Since that this is actually the ratio of nature. Okay, next. Yeah, okay, chili pest. So we have covered fertilizing, now the chili pest. Okay, snails will come and eat the stem. Sometimes they break the stem, they come at night. So at night you go out with a torchlight and go and catch the snail. Okay. Aphids and ants. Aphids and ants, this particular one, the white color and the ants will come up. Okay. So the aphids will stick under the leaf of the chili plant and they suck the nutrients, they suck the juice out from the plants and they slowly dehydrate the plant and kill the plant. Okay. So whenever you see these leaves with the aphids, you got to throw away the leaf. Straight away, you control, you manage it when you see it. And ants and aphids, they are abang adik, okay? Because the aphids give a kind of honey to the ants, and so the ants protect them. So other predator like spiders or some these what they call the ladybird want to come and eat the aphids. The ants will fight with the spiders and the ladybirds to protect the aphids. So another key thing is to get rid of the ants. So to get rid of the ants, you can use the borax and the sugar mix. Okay, and put it there, ants will go and eat, and so that's about it. Okay. And of course, to get rid of the aphids, you can use a garlic spray. You crush the garlic, you get the juice out, you add water, you add a bit of oil inside there, and a bit of dishwashing liquid as a surfactant to break the layer of the wax layer of the insect, so that this garlic juice can go in there. Okay, so this will help. So when you have a fruit, a chili fruit that is already formed, right, and coming, so what will happen is that the fruit fly also will come. So once a fruit fly comes, they will sting. They will sting the chili and they will put their eggs inside the chili, and this is where the chili get rotten. Okay, you get rotten chili. So you have to be careful of that. Yeah. So what to do with this fruit fly? One is you can buy the fruit fly lure called the methyl eugenol. You can put them in a plastic bottle. They will come and get trapped inside the bottle. Okay. Another one is to use a yellow sticky paper. You can use a yellow sticky paper and stick to the thing. Birds, before the chili turn red, when the green, it turn to brown color. So when you at the color change, there, then you quickly harvest lah. And you after you harvest already 1 day or 2 day, you turn red already. Okay. So why does a chili turn red? See, nature has such that when the chili is green, the plant, the chili plant is actually making the seed. So they want to propagate for the next generation. Okay, they want to propagate themselves for the next generation. So one way to propagate is, so when the seed is ready, so they will call the birds to come. So it turn red. Okay, so from far, the bird will see, oh, that red already, so food is ready. So this is what the chili plant behavior, why it turn red, and why you must take the chili before it turn red, before the birds come. Okay.
I see.
Okay, next. Yeah, I've covered already. Is it? So these are some of the chili that we are trying out at the farm lah in Semenyih. Yeah. So actually, you can play the video that I passed to you, and at the end of it lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, there's one video that I forward to you.
Yeah. Hold on.
Chili plant one. Yeah, you play that one.
Right.
Yeah, then they will end the talk lah. Then we go for Q&A after that.
Yeah, can. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Now let me on. Where is it? Okay. Can I see?
Yeah.
Wow, so big, huh?
Yeah, so I tell you, a good size chili plant is about 4 feet. And it can bear 100 chili at one time.
Wow.
One branch, it can give you 10 chili, you know.
Wow, that's a lot, yeah.
So this is what we say the plant capacity. Okay, what the chili plant is capable of if we give the best to them, what they need, the fertilizer, the environment, and the care.
So all these are ready to be harvested now. All this ready already?
All these ready to harvest. Actually, this is from what they call this is taken some time back already. This plant already died already, old age already.
Oh.
Yeah. So one of the I missed explaining one of the slide. Okay, called the stem hardening process. Okay?
Yes.
How to get these many branches? Okay. Normally chili they're very thin and stalk. Okay. So what you do when they are about what they call it 6 inch higher, okay, you snip off the top bit. You snip off the top. When you snip off the top, okay, you force the stem to grow more branches. So we want the plant to grow sideways, to grow more branches instead of one straight tower up. Okay. So if one branch can give you 10 chili, you get 10 branch, you get 100 chili.
I see.
That is the idea. They call the stem hardening process. And what to do is, when the chili plant is still smaller, all the flower, remove them. All the small chili, remove first. Okay? Don't let the chili bear fruit when the chili plant is still small. Just like our young daughter, we don't want them to have baby at 13 years old.
I see. That's one way to harden the stem and to let it grow wider.
Grow the plant first. So we advocate people to grow the chili plant strong and healthy first, big first. Then only let it have flower. Then only have fruit. Then
I see.
The chili plant can give is what they call it. It can give you very good fruit. Okay. So this is one trick one technique called the stem hardening process. Okay. Right. So if you don't do this, if you plant in a small pot, then you get 2-3 chili, and then the chili plant will die off. Okay. If you plant in the bigger pot, it will give you maybe 10, 15, 20 chili. Right. But if you plant in the super big pot, you can get this 100 chili. That's why I said, how long the chili plant you want it to live, and how many chili you want to get, and what's the quality of a chili will depend on the space that you give the chili.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The question here, the first question asked is that we encounter a lot of pests like white flies and bugs. So of course, just now you covered about aphids, to use garlic.
Yeah, the white flies at least the white flies
correct. White flies seems with aphids. Then bugs. How about bugs? Yeah, Mr. Tan. Bugs.
They call the fire the fruit fly the bugs
Bugs,
fruit fly So the fruit fly they are covered that one already.
Covered also.
Right?
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the fruit fly is the one that comes. They will come in the big swarm one. So that one you got to use the what they call it, the yellow paper to stick and together with the metal eugenol bottle trap That means one bottle the bottle you put holes PVC holes there and you put a few drops of the fruit fly lure, the methyl eugenol. Okay, that one you can buy online very cheap only
Okay, I see. Okay, then the next question is that is the best place to grow is either east or west? Is it? Don't north and south, like east and west? Is that the best?
Yes, correct. Yes. East and west.
East and west.
But if you got no choice, then you got to put some black netting to reduce the heat
to reduce the heat Okay, can.
Yeah.
Next question is that can we grow groundnuts near chili plants?
Yeah, it's a good idea because we're talking about legumes cross-fertilizing.
Okay. Then the next question: are the white flies also known as aphid? Yeah, correct. It is. Aphid and white flies are the same. How do we make drip system?
How do we make
drip system?
The what make what system?
Drip or DRIP drip system.
The drip system. The drip system is what they call it a chemical-based system. Okay, which I don't cover, which I don't encourage because that one is chemical chili.
Okay, don't encourage
because they don't use soil. They use cocoa peat.
Yeah.
So it is all imported AD fertilizer only, or chemical fertilizer. Yeah.
So, but cocoa peat itself doesn't have fertilizer.
The nutrient, no. It's just only a holding media only. Holding media only. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. How to treat chili anthracnose organically? Chili anthracnose. What's that?
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, Tommy Chong, maybe you want to explain yourself, Tommy? Are you here, Tommy? You can unmute yourself and you explain.
It's some kind of insect, is it, or what?
That's why I'm not sure. Tommy?
Or is it some fungus?
Yeah, maybe some kind of fungus. How to treat
fungus infection?
Yeah. Fungus
infection. Fungus infection is a problem with overwatering. Too wet. Okay. Too wet.
Too wet.
The stand is too wet. And when you water, you try not to water the leaf. Okay. Don't water the leaf. Water the soil. So let the roots take the water. But if the tendency of people is to water the leaf, what happens is that if you wet the leaf too often, so this is where the fungus will grow. So you avoid watering the leaf. Just water the soil. Okay. Don't water the leaf.
Water the leaf
If you water the leaf too often, wet and dry, then the fungus will attack the leaf
I see.
Where the disease comes in too wet.
I see. Okay. Can we burn eggshells with the wood to enhance calcium?
Wood itself, I tell you already, is at 30% calcium. Okay, the shell maybe got 90% calcium. So theoretically, practically you can how to say a supplement just in case if it's not enough.
Okay, so add eggshells enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Where can we get ashes since we can't burn wood in housing area?
You want ash, I think you can buy from me lah.
Also you do sell, Mr. Tan. Oh, you sell lah. Oh, okay.
No lah, I'm thinking lah. If you all want, you cannot get, then I pack and sell to you all lah.
But how do you get? Just to ask, you buy also lah, is it or what? You.
No. I see, because we have 3 acres of farm. Okay, so we have a lot of this natural wood. We have a lot of decayed wood, and so we are doing a lot of clearing. So from the clearing, so we get a lot of this wood. So this wood, we don't want it to go to waste. So we recycle it to make fertilizer and biochar.
Okay. Then remember
So
also
we are doing
recycling.
recycling.
So you do have biochar lah, then you do sell lah.
Yeah, so this is what in the plans lah. To sell the ashes and also to sell biochar for home gardeners lah.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
Yeah.
So for biochar, can we just buy charcoal from the shop?
You can buy charcoal from the shop and then you break it into pieces lah.
Can it be one big
break
piece
it.
right now?
Got
Got to powder it, make it to powder.
You got to pound it small, or else it become too big piece.
Well, that's a lot of work.
Okay, I got to work. Yeah.
How to handle broad mites the natural way?
Broad mites is usually either you can use neem spray, neem oil spray, garlic water spray. Right. So all these are wood vinegar. All these are the natural pesticide lah. The biopesticide, harmless to human being and to the environment.
Okay. Just now you said, right, Mr. Tan, borax and sugar spray combined. Okay, what is the ratio?
Borax and sugar, actually you don't spray lah, you know. Borax and sugar, you mix it into a thick liquid, right? You can put it at the base of the tea plant, and come and eat.
But how much to put? How much borax? How much borax and how much sugar? What's the ratio? Mr. Tan? Yeah.
Esther, are you connected?
No, I can hear you. I can hear you. Hi, Mr. Tan. I can hear you. Hello? Can you hear? I can't hear you. Mr. Tan, we can't hear you.
Mr. Tan is muted. Mr. Tan is muted.
Yeah, correct. Mr. Tan? Can I hear you, Mr. Tan? Can I hear you?
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Just on the question is that what's the ratio lah for borax and sugar lah?
Borax and sugar usually 1 to 1 lah.
1 to 1 1 to 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can buy online also lah. This borax and sugar.
Can buy online lah. Okay. What is yellow sticky paper? I think this yellow sticky paper is this Is it correct, Mr. Tan? Is it the one that we buy from stationery? Mr. Tan?
Muted again.
Hello, Mr. Tan.
You can actually buy in $2 shop where they attract the lizard. That sort of a sticky paper. You can buy if you stay in Subang. You can go to Subang Parade and buy that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a special type of paper lah. It's not the normal.
It's in brown. Is it a brown paper?
No, this one is a yellow one. This one is called yellow color one.
Yeah.
For this to attract the insect, okay, the color, the insect is attracted to the yellow color.
Okay.
So they coat the both side of the paper with very sticky glue lah.
Okay.
Whereas the other one, the brown color one is more for the other type of insect at home.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, a very good question. Okay, here is that. This is what you have explained, Mr. Chan. Is it the same for capsicum? Because capsicum also a type of chili, right?
Yeah. Capsicum behave the same as a chili plant because it's a part of the chili family plant. It's called a sweet chili plant. Capsicum.
So it's the same technique lah. Huh?
Yes, same technique. Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, chili padi is a bit more hardy compared to this long chili lah.
Okay. Yeah. Now, this is just, I think, a question of curiosity lah. Why do birds only eat the tip of the red chili and not the whole entire red chili? I think very spicy.
No, actually, bird don't feel the spiciness of the chili.
But then?
Yeah, they don't.
They don't. Then what they don't eat the whole chili?
Huh?
But then they eat the whole chili. They eat the tip only.
That's how much they eat, ma.
Okay. They can eat the whole thing now, actually.
Yeah, they can eat the whole thing, yeah.
Okay. How many
plants? Actually, maybe they don't eat the seed. The seed, after they open up the flesh of the chili, then the chili seed drop out. Then that's where maybe that's how
nature,
the chili plant, the new chili plant will grow lah.
Yeah lah, it's nature lah. Cannot eat the whole thing. Yeah.
So the chili seed is actually very spicy compared to the
correct. It's a seed that is spicy. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many plant of chilies of planted? How many plant of, I think, maybe this one not so sure. Maybe you rephrase the question, How many plant of chilies? Okay, you rephrase. What health benefits of eating red hot chili? Oh, it's full of vitamin C, right? Not? Actually, chili is full of vitamin C. Yeah.
Actually, chili it speed up the blood circulation. It improve the blood circulation.
Oh, okay. Improve blood circulation. Okay, how do we tell when the chili plant is ready for flowering? When do we stop removing the flowers?
Okay, we want the chili to be a good size, say about 2 months and above lah. Into 2 to 3 months, that size, then only we start with having chili. Because if you have the chili too early, the plant gets stunted, you know. You know.
Okay. At least 2 to 3 months.
If you are patient, if you look at the longer term, if you want the chili plant to say give a productive life of 9 months, okay, that means you can have a 7 round of harvest.
7 round harvest.
7 round of harvest. That means 1 round of harvest, say 1 month okay. So the first round maybe you can get 10 chili.
Okay.
The subsequent month you get 20 chili.
Okay.
And then the following month you get 40 chili.
Okay.
You know, it's
more and more lah.
A kind of geometric progression like that lah.
Okay. Now I think question from correct. Question from YouTube. I think Mr. Khan already explained. My chili grow tall but not many branches. I think use your stem hardening technique, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
So how big to wait for seedling before transfer into 4-inch pot?
No, you want to clear the 4-inch pot is actually for seedling. Okay, is from the germination. From after the seed germinate already, you put into the 4-inch pot. So the 4-inch pot, you keep it there only for about 1 month.
1 month, okay.
In the you keep it there for 1 month to do the stem hardening process. You know.
Okay.
After the 1 month only, you transplant into a big pot. Or your garden where you want to plant it lah.
Okay.
So that time your chances of survival will be much higher.
Okay. Okay. Next question is, what is the best beans to use to soak in water to get nitrogen?
The best beans I think the best is probably velvet beans
What velvet beans all beans?
Velvet beans.
Velvet beans Velvet beans.
Velvet bean is big, is it?
Okay.
And then the leaf are super big, so it's actually compared to mung bean are very small, but you can eat a lot of mung beans lah. You can use mung bean also, green bean
Okay. Okay. Actually, usually
Yeah.
what we do is that, like for example, I want to do soya bean. I want to make soya.
Yeah.
Actually, I also soak the soya bean. Actually, the one I soak, I can go and pour. That's what I do lah. Then of course I eat the soya lah. Then the water, right? No, that's how
You can use that one lah. You can use that one lah.
That's right. That's right. What is the ratio to use? I guess it's not no ratio, right? How much bean to pot to soak? I think is there a ratio for it?
This one actually, you look at the bottle, I only put maybe one pen of it. Is it?
What?
At the bottom only, bottom layer only, one layer only of the beans. So the whole bottle, maybe about 5 to 10% ratio lah. 5 to 10% beans and 90% water lah. Like that lah.
Okay.
I think that is the ratio lah.
So actually usually after soak already,
you don't want to be too concentrated also.
Concentrate lah. But of course after you soak, just like we said, you also take one teaspoon of it to put into water again. Then only you water right? Yeah.
Correct. Yes. Correct. Yes.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
1 teaspoon of this. 90%.
Yes, correct. Actually, a lot. Actually, you soak, actually that water you can keep, to water again, right?
And again. That's why it's very economical.
Very economical, correct.
That's why we call it sustainable,
correct. Yeah. Is the wrinkly and curly chili lack of certain nutrients?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the wrinkle chili also depend. If you are talking about there are some what do you call it, wrinkled chili, which is the species type. Okay, let's say if you plant the dry chili from India one, so you get all the curly one. So that one is the species. There's nothing wrong with the plant. Okay, there's nothing wrong with the nutrient or whatever it is. But if you plant, let's say, the straight chili one and you get curly, and you curl up, right, and you get deformed chili, then it is either the insufficient fertilizer or heat stress problem.
What problem?
Heat stress.
Oh, stress problem again. Yeah. Too hot.
Stress problem either from the heat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heat okay. Next question is that I saw a video that add urine to the charcoal.
Add what?
Urine to the charcoal.
Add urine to the charcoal is actually adding nitrogen. It's the same effect as we adding the beans water to the charcoal. You see, the biochar is a store. It's the storehouse.
I see.
Okay. So it's a storage area. It's a storehouse. It absorbs and it keeps there.
Correct. Charcoal is a storehouse.
Urine is actually ammonia. Ammonia, nitrogen is a nitrogen fertilizer. Basically, it's the same thing lah.
Yeah. Okay. How long to soak beans before using the water? I think overnight will do.
3 days lah. Better to give 3 days lah.
Oh, 3 days so long Oh.
3 days lah.
3 days to soak it. Oh, okay. 3 days to soak.
Yeah, let the thing come out first. And then
wow. Okay, but I'm going to make my soya bean will wait 3 days. I'm going to wait 3 days to make my soya bean. Okay.
Now, cannot eat already. 3 days how to eat soya bean?
Can. Still can. 3 days. Can.
Okay.
So the long beans and chili root system fight each other.
No, they are actually what they call combination complementary.
They are supposed to complementary.
They are complementary. Okay, one gives nitrogen and another takes nitrogen. That's why we say it is complementary. They don't fight one another. They actually help one another.
Yeah.
And also, these long beans, it provides shade for the chili. Okay. And not only it provides shade for the chili. Okay, not only it provides fertilizer for the chili. And long beans is sweeter than the chili fruit. So the insect got a choice, Okay, the aphids now between the long beans and the chili, the aphids, they will go for the long beans. So it creates a diversion of attention So to the long beans, so your chili is fat. So
Yeah.
in that sense, your long bean become the sacrifice to save the chili plant
I
and the fruit.
see.
So this is a very interesting phenomenon which I observe lah. That's why
Okay.
it's a very good combination, these two.
Okay. So the next question: can we grow capsicum in our warm weather? Can. I know of, right? Capsicum can be grown.
Can. I've done before lah.
Yes,
Can do.
yeah, correct, can do.
But must observe lah, shade lah.
Yeah. Okay. Is there a way to harvest correctly? Is there a way to harvest a chili correctly? Is there a way?
Use the scissors to cut lah.
Just cut. Yeah.
You pull sometimes you break the branches because the branches are sometimes very fragile.
Yeah. Okay. Can we do
Use
stem?
the scissors lah.
Okay. Can we do stem hardening when chili plant is already 1 year old?
1 year old chili will die already lah.
Because can we last 9 months? You say
5 months, 6 months, average lifespan. A good one, you can go 9 months.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I bought a packet of red chili seeds, but they do not get to turn red, but instead just green. They then slightly brown and raw.
It is too green, so it's not matured.
Oh, I see.
Plug it too green, that's why it doesn't turn the seed. It doesn't the seed not matured. That's why it don't turn red.
I see. Okay. Now next
So it
question.
turns rotten instead. Yeah.
I see. That's why it means too soon they pluck it lah. Cannot too soon now, right? Let it grow bigger.
Let it grow bigger. So when the green when the greens change to slightly
red,
brownish color,
that's why you pluck.
Before red, you will change to brownish color first.
Then only pluck lah.
And then pluck before it turn red.
Okay. How far to grow long beans to the chili? How far?
How far? We put it about 1 6 inches, 1 feet away lah.
1 feet away, So one.
So that the roots can kawan.
Okay. Can. Is bioenzyme good for chili?
Bioenzyme, in a sense, the water, what they call the water from the beans, you soak in is a kind of a enzyme water lah, but not the strong enzyme. Okay, because strong enzyme, if the dilution is high, it can actually cause problem to the plant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what causes
the dilution has to be correct lah, in that sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this question is that now the leaf of the chili is wrinkled. What caused it?
Just now I say if the chili is a wrinkle type, okay, then it is that species which is wrinkled. Then it's not a problem. But if it is a straight chili and it wrinkles, then you got a nutrition problem or you got a stress problem.
Okay.
Or you got insufficient of the calcium, insufficient of the potassium, so the fruit don't form properly.
Okay, but of course they are talking about wrinkled leaves. The leaves are wrinkled, not the chili.
If the leaves are wrinkled, then it's either the heat stress that causes the leaves to wrinkle. Most likely lah. Heat stress causes the leaves to be wrinkled.
Okay.
The other one is of course your nutrients are already tak cukup already lah. Exhausted or old age lah.
Okay. Now, okay. Now this lady says that wow, her tree is already 4 years old. Her chili plant is 4 years old. So can she still use stem hardening?
She can try to recover lah, and what they call it? She maybe have gotten a what they call a chili padi, which is a very hardy species. And some of these are possible to do the. If 4 year old, the stem is already so hard already. Why they need the stem hardening again? You know, the stem should be very big already by then. The stem hardening is for new plants, very fragile.
I see.
Okay, with tendency to grow like a stick like that, one up and then with the umbrella leaves, you know, and then very easy to topple. You see, so we cut them, we snip them off so that it grows shorter and with more branches coming at the side. So it creates a more stable plant.
I
Okay.
see. Okay. Are chili leaf
think I've
just a last
covered
question.
most of the thing. Yeah.
Just one more last question. The chili leaf shoot, is it edible? Can you cook as a veggie? Chili
Yeah, I
leaf.
heard of people cooking the leaves. Can eat.
Okay. Man, so can eat
I
lah.
heard of people using the leaf of the chili
Okay.
and put them the vegetables
Okay.
fry together with vegetables.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's all. Just nice. Okay, right now 6:30 now, and that's the last question. Yeah, of course, someone has just commented. Yeah, a chili party species from jungle can produce up to 5 years. Yeah, true.
Yeah. Chili padi is one of the very, very hardy one. The rest of them are a bit short life.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's all. Okay. Any other question? A quick one, maybe just one more. Just say anyone want to hands up, you know, yeah. Anyone want to raise your hand? You can speak, you know, right, and ask a question directly to Mr. Tan. Anybody else? Yeah. Oh yeah. 4 years old is called chili lombok. The 4 years old chili is called chili lombok.
Chili lombok. Lombok is from Indonesia. Lombok.
Indonesia. Okay. Yeah. Sochi.
Yes. Yeah. Just now I asked about the drip system. Is it the watering system, self-watering system, Hong Boon?
No, it's not a self-watering system. That drip system is what they call the it's a water-based planting system lah. That means they don't use soil. Okay, they use a cocoa peat. They put them in the poly bag, and inside the poly bag only cocoa peat, and they use the AB liquid fertilizer. Pump in the fertilizer every day. Is it?
Because I saw in your photo in this agricultural group, you have these bottles in your different pots where you grow vegetables.
No. That one is a watering, drip watering. Okay, to prevent dry out.
How did you do that? You actually put wicks, is it?
I'm just trying out some of it to see whether it works or not and how it works.
Just a child.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So make sure is the what they call it. You don't dry out too much. Because the other thing I'm trying out is cut the bottle, and then turn it upside down and loosen the cap a little bit. And then when I trim the grass, I put the grass inside the bottle. See whether the rainwater can leach out some of the nutrients from the grass or not.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
I see that one. Maybe see whether it helps.
Yeah, that's good. Good experiment, to experiment.
We're trying this and trying that one. But the easy one, you just do the normal watering there to see. That one should work on that one.
I see. Okay, okay, thanks a lot, really. Thanks a lot, Mr. Tan. Yeah. Okay, as I said, we do not want to take longer time, from the speaker. Yeah, so I think, some people are very, very considerate right now. I think we better stop here, 6:30, just nice, okay, right? So again, we give a clap to Mr. Tan. Really, thanks a lot. Yeah. So again, he sells the ashes. So perhaps anyone who wants, maybe put in our group. Don't worry. Perhaps then I will talk to Mr. Tan. Anyone who wants to buy the ashes, you do have bags and bags of the ashes are for sale. How much would that be, Mr. Tan? The bags of ashes. Can you hear me, Mr. Tan? I just say you sell the ashes. Do you sell? How much would that be one packet? Mr. Tan,
I still have to find out what is the market price for that one.
Okay, can, no problem. Okay, I will put into the group. You just say, yeah, once you let me know. Okay, I'll let y'all know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you
Right.
once again. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Find out what is the market price, then I give you a cheaper rate now. Discount.
Okay, that'll be good. That'll be good. Thank you, Mr. Tan. Okay.
Right.
So we again, will be dismissed now. So next week will be another topic. We'll let you know. Of course, I think all of you are in our WhatsApp group already. So just on the lookout lah, on the announcement in the WhatsApp group lah. But those who don't have, perhaps again maybe Chiu, you want to put the link lah, right? Just put the link for everyone who is still not in our group lah. Otherwise, okay, once again, a very good evening. Enjoy your dinner. Yeah, go for a dinner. And again, see you all next week. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
See you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mr.
I posted the link to join the WhatsApp group in the chat. So anyone interested can use the link now to join.